There's Candace Parker, a legend in the WNBA, who now on her podcast peeled back the curtain in a compare and contrast between Adam Silver and Cathy Engelbert. And I'm like, uh-oh, this is not going to go well for Cathy. And it doesn't go well for Cathy. And it might be sort of the nail in the coffin.
Candace Parker recently spoke about Cathy Engelbert on live TV, raising concerns that quickly gained attention. Her comments sparked debate about Engelbert's future in the WNBA. What do you think? Pressure is building.
It's interesting with the amount of players that came to the defense of Fee and the crickets that came to the defense of Cathy for me. Adam Silver is Cathy's boss, and he is the commissioner of the NBA.
It started on the Post Moves podcast with Candace Parker and Aaliyah Boston. The topic was leadership in women's basketball, but Candace delivered a sharp reality check for the WNBA: calm, controlled, and direct.
Trying to deal with Amazon, to broadcast for Amazon. I got a text from Adam Silver saying congratulations. I had my third child. I got a text from Adam Silver about my third child. Now, whether this is Adam or his assistant, somebody from the league office is reaching out to me. I got a baby gift for my third child. I get a Christmas gift from Adam Silver every year. I retired. Adam Silver sent me a text message that basically congratulated me on my career and how much I've done for the women's game, and he looked forward to how much I'm going to do from the sideline. I have not heard from
Midway, Candace Parker compared Adam Silver and Cathy Engelbert. The contrast was clear. She said Silver personally congratulated her, reached out after her child's birth, and thanked her after retirement.
I saw Cathy in Phoenix after I had been retired for 4 months at Phoenix All-Star Game, and she said congratulations in person. And that was the only time. And so you've heard other players, Sabrina Ionescu alluded to this, I have a better relationship with Adam Silver than I do Cathy. My 2 jersey retirements, there was no Cathy.
Yeah.
So I think that Adam Silver understands the process. I don't know if he understood that Cathy was not doing that either.
Then came the key moment. Candace Parker looked at the camera and said she had never received that kind of support from Cathy Engelbert. The comment quickly went viral. As a respected veteran and champion, Candace's words carried weight, calm, direct, and impact fell.
The women in this league expect this kind of thing. Should they? That's another argument. Maybe not. But the problem is when the commissioner of another league is fulfilling a role and your actual commissioner is not, that's where the perception is all jacked up. And it causes a real problem.
Candace Parker said it's not about gifts, it's about leadership. Leadership starts with relationships. If the NBA is our blueprint, we need to follow it. She summed up the WNBA's gap: invest in stars and treat them like franchise assets. Cathy Engelbert, however, treats top players like strangers.
That's big. I mean, look, and obviously, Adam's only going to do that for, I'm sure, certain players, right, of a certain stature level. But he was aware enough to know that Candace Parker was one of the greatest players they ever had in the league and made a point to have some kind of relationship. Again, she even acknowledged some of that might have been an assistant. But he was aware of what was going on.
Candace Parker said Aaliyah Boston, Sabrina Ionescu, and Elena Del Don had more contact with Adam Silver than with Cathy Engelbert. Silver stayed connected, Engelbert rarely did. Candace called it leadership malpractice.
Not a good look. It's not. I'm not going to lie to you. If I was commissioner, yeah, you best believe I'm going to have some kind of a back and forth with at least my top 10%.
Candace Parker says perception matters. Leadership is being present and valuing players. With 150 players, Cathy Engelbert should connect with top stars, but doesn't. Adam Silver manages hundreds and still finds time.
That's big. I mean, look, and obviously, Adam's only going to do that for, I'm sure, certain players, right, of a certain stature level. but he was aware enough to know that Candace Parker was one of the greatest players they ever had in the league and made a point to have some kind of relationship. Again, she even acknowledged some of that might have been an assistant, but he was aware of what was going on.
This isn't Cathy Engelbert's first PR issue. Recently, Nafisa Collier claimed Engelbert suggested Caitlin Clark should be grateful for the WNBA platform. Engelbert denied it, but fans saw it as jealousy. Now, with Candace Parker exposing her leadership gaps, it's strike two.
Sat across from Cathy and asked how she planned to address the officiating issues in our league. Her response was, well, only the losers complain about the refs. I also asked how she planned to fix the fact that players like Caitlin, Angel, and Paige, who are clearly driving massive revenue for the league, are making so little for their first 4 years. Her response was, Caitlin should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court, because without the platform that the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't make anything. And in that same conversation, she told me, players should be on their knees thanking their lucky stars for the media rights deal that I got.
This isn't a minor misstep. Candace Parker is saying the commissioner doesn't care about players, a Hall of Famer calling out the culture at the top. Timing makes it worse. With the collective bargaining agreement coming, players are frustrated over pay, travel, and marketing. Add a disconnected commissioner, and the WNBA faces a leadership crisis.
Mentality driving our league from the top. We go to battle every day to protect a shield that doesn't value us. The league believes it succeeds despite its players, not because of them. We have the best players in the world. We have the best fans in the world. But right now, we have the worst leadership in the world.
Adam Silver says the WNBA's problems aren't just financial, they're about relationships. Players don't trust Cathy Engelbert, and Candace Parker exposed it. The league lacks alignment. Engelbert knows business, but the WNBA is about people and relationships, and that's where she fails.
Pressure is officially on. It's officially hitting a boiling point. Cathy Engelbert is not the WNBA's future. Look at the rest of this headline. Soon, the commish may not even be its present. It's a wrap. It is a wrap. Absolutely. It is a wrap.
Players like Candace Parker want a leader who shows up, acknowledges milestones, and shows respect, not slogans. Adam Silver does this naturally, Cathy Engelbert doesn't. That gap turns loyalty into resentment.
Engelbert at the helm, the WNBA has experienced its greatest glow-up. Still, her allies seem harder to find than a salad at a barbecue. She's got nobody in her corner anymore. She does not have anybody in her corner. Perhaps even more important, the public dissent from the players, the owners, who tend to care more about revenue than anything, aren't lining up in unison behind the scenes. The owners, she works for the owners. Adam Silver works for the owners. The owners are no longer behind Cathy Engelbert. Yikes.
Candace Parker said she has a better relationship with Adam Silver than with Cathy Engelbert. The line hit hard. Players' distrust threatens leadership. Engelbert has long focused on sponsors and branding, not the athletes, and social media has made that disconnect public.
At least a few of the owners who also have NBA franchises, so powerful owners, are among those who would not mind a new commissioner. NBA owners want a new commissioner now. It's over. It's over. It's not a small thing for ownership to not back their representative. That's what a commissioner is primary, a spokesperson for the owners. Yeah.
Candace Parker's words carry weight. A two-time MVP and finals champ, Cathy Engelbert faces a perception crisis. Players feel unseen. The WNBA thrives thanks to stars like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Paige Buchers, Aaliyah Boston, and Candace Parker.
Caitlin Clark calls for new leadership. You're in trouble. However, when the attention starts showing up on National Basketball Association Commissioner Adam Silver, and people start glancing in his direction, that this is partially his fault, Engelbert is going to be out, and she's going to be out very quickly.
While players make history, Cathy Engelbert stays silent. Candace Parker said it clearly. The league's biggest problem is leadership, not money. Even Adam Silver agrees.
It's looking, might not be no 2026 season. And just like I stated, Cathy whole relationship situation is not good at all. They could put in there that Cathy got to step down before they sign anything, which would be ugly for the league. But hell, at this point, I can't blame them. Cathy can't be trusted, and she definitely.
Candace Parker gave the solution. Build relationships, recognize stars, treat players as partners. Adam Silver does this. Cathy Engelbert doesn't. The WNBA has outgrown her. Players need more than spreadsheets.
WNBA Commissioner Adam Silver, on the heels of several prominent WNBA players' criticism, league Commissioner Cathy for lack of accountability and leadership. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver on Monday adding his voice on the decision. In remarks made on October the 6th at NBC Sports headquarters, Adam Silver acknowledged the WNBA is experiencing growing pains. Whoa, he's saying growing pains.
Adam Silver earns respect by being present. Cathy Engelbert is disconnected. Candace Parker exposed it, and more legends may follow. The WNBA has stars, but lacks a leader who truly sees players like Caitlin Clark and Candace.
Cathy should just own up and step down. I believe that's what should happen. Cathy need to just walk away, going off into the sunset. Well, the half-bright sunset, I should say, because it ain't gonna be a good goodbye. But I feel like at this point, she gonna have to step down.
Candace Parker exposed Cathy Engelbert because the WNBA needs trust. Talent isn't enough. Players need respect and connection. Candace spoke calmly, laying out the truth. Engelbert has lost that trust, and her time as commissioner may be ending. Comment if you think her days are numbered. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.